Welcome to this lesson on Kotlin's memory model, concurrency, and threading. In this video, we'll explore how Kotlin manages memory when multiple threads are working simultaneously, and learn the essential techniques to write thread-safe code. Understanding these concepts is crucial for building robust applications that can handle multiple tasks at once without running into data corruption or race conditions. A memory model is a set of rules that defines how threads interact with each other through shared memory. It provides guarantees about the visibility of shared data across different threads, meaning when one thread modifies a variable, other threads can see that change. The memory model also determines the ordering of read and write operations, ensuring that operations happen in a predictable sequence. Without a well-defined memory model, concurrent programs would behave unpredictably. Kotlin running on the Java virtual machine uses the Java memory model. Also known as JMM, this model is based on a concept called the happens before relationship, which establishes ordering guarantees between operations. It supports synchronized blocks and volatile variables to control how threads access shared data. Additionally, the JVM provides atomic classes that enable thread-safe operations without explicit locking. These features form the foundation of concurrent programming in Kotlin. Let's look at a common thread safety problem. Here we have a simple counter variable and an increment function. When multiple threads try to increment the counter simultaneously, we encounter a race condition. The increment operation consists of 3 steps: reading the current value, adding 1, and writing it back. If 2 threads execute these steps at the same time, they might both read the same initial value, increment it, and write it back, causing one increment to be lost. This is why we need proper synchronization mechanisms. The @synchronized annotation provides a simple way to make methods thread-safe. When you mark a method with @synchronized, only one thread can execute that method at a time. In this example, we have a counter class with a private count variable. Both the increment and getCount methods are marked as @synchronized. This ensures that when one thread is incrementing the counter, no other thread can simultaneously read or modify it, preventing race conditions completely. The @volatile keyword ensures that changes to a variable are immediately visible to all threads. When you mark a variable as volatile, threads always read its value directly from main memory rather than from their local cache. This is particularly useful for flags that control thread execution. In this example, we have a running variable that controls a worker thread. When one thread sets running to false, the change is immediately visible to the worker thread, allowing it to stop gracefully. However, note that volatile only guarantees visibility, not atomicity of operations. Atomic classes provide lock-free thread-safe operations for common scenarios. The atomic integer class, for example, offers methods like increment and get that are guaranteed to be atomic. This means they complete in a single, indivisible step that cannot be interrupted by other threads. Unlike synchronized methods, atomic classes don't use locks, making them more efficient for simple operations. They use low-level CPU instructions to ensure thread safety without the overhead of traditional locking mechanisms. Kotlin coroutines offer modern approaches to concurrency and thread safety. Coroutines provide structured concurrency, making it easier to manage concurrent operations. For synchronization, coroutines use Mutex, which provides mutual exclusion without blocking threads. Unlike traditional locks, Mutex can suspend coroutines while waiting for access, allowing other work to proceed. Another powerful technique is thread confinement using single-threaded dispatchers, which ensures that certain code always runs on the same thread, eliminating the need for synchronization. Mutex provides non-blocking synchronization specifically designed for coroutines. To use Mutex, you create an instance and then call with lock to protect critical sections. The with lock function is a suspend function, which means if the Mutex is already locked by another coroutine, the current coroutine will suspend and wait without blocking the thread. Once the lock becomes available, the coroutine resumes and executes the protected code. This approach is more efficient than traditional synchronization because it doesn't waste thread resources while waiting. Let's recap the key concepts we've covered. Use the @synchronized annotation when you need method-level thread safety and want simple protection against concurrent access. The @volatile keyword ensures that variable changes are immediately visible across all threads, perfect for flags and status indicators. Atomic classes provide lock-free operations for simple thread-safe updates without the overhead of synchronization. Finally, Mutex and Coroutines offer a modern approach to concurrency, allowing you to write thread-safe code that's both efficient and easy to understand. Choosing the right technique depends on your specific use case and performance requirements.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.